Tavish Finnegan DeGroot, the demolitions expert of the group and self-proclaimed Loch Ness monster killer. Along with being Soldier's ex-best friend and occasional Black Knight, he is also very different from the Soldier. Though they might both be explosion classes, there's differences in both their primaries, secondaries, and overall playstyle. But before we begin with that, a quick thing to note is that I'm changing up the style for this. I just wanted something that was more focused and could be more entertaining for the first half, and the second half it's going to be more edited in the second half, and the first half is going to be more coherent. If that helps explain anything, let's just get into it. First things first, credentials. I have over 4,000 hours in the game, and have spent the last year being a proud Demoman. I am also part some of the main differences between Soldier and Demoman's main weapons, being the rocket launcher and the pipe launcher, is that the pipe launcher travels slightly faster at 1,216 hammer units, while the rocket launcher's rockets travel at 1,100 hammer units per second. Also, the rockets explode on contact with any surface, players, or the map, and the pipes will roll around and will explode after a set amount of time. While the Soldier is stuck with a shotgun as secondary, the Demoman has a sticky bomb launcher as secondary. What used to be his primary is now secondary. It has 6 stickies in the chamber before needing to reload, and can be primed and detonated with a right click. Now, the reason why it was put to secondary, no one really knows, but that's regardless here or there. The difference between both the rocket launcher, the sticky bomb launcher, and the grenade launcher is that the grenade launcher and the sticky bomb launcher have an arc to the pills, or the stickies. What this allows you to do is, instead of peeking corners, which you still can do, you can also lob them over certain buildings. In this map, I am lobbing them over the rock. Another difference is with the Soldier's rockets, he has something called fall off, where depending on how far away you are from your rockets, it's not how far away your rockets are from the target, common misconception. It will do less damage or more damage. The max amount of damage is 112, while the minimum damage it can do is 90. While the grenade launcher has no fall off whatsoever, but due to it arcing, you cannot hit as far as you can with the rocket launcher. The main way you should use your sticky bomb launcher is to set traps. Now, when I say set traps, I mean you should set traps that are not very permanent. Never put a trap someplace that will be hard to reset. Somewhere near a choke point is a good option because of the blast radius. Now, I say you shouldn't make them very permanent is because there's also another way to use it, which is also very effective, which is if you hold down right mouse and you spam them, they will explode and do a lot of damage because they no longer have a damage ramp up, which they used to do to curb this. Now, this can be very effective and is why Demoman has some of the largest burst DPS out of any class in the game. Because this paired with the pipe launcher, if you can aim your pipes, can deal out massive amounts of damage. Now, let's take this into a little bit of math. Say you hit all your pipes. That's 100 damage per pipe. That is 400 damage. That's enough to kill an overhealed heavy on its own. Now let's also factor in the stickies. You have 6 stickies in a clip. Each sticky at maximum damage can do 144. 144 times 6. That means that with a full clip of stickies and hitting them as best you can will give you over 886 damage. That's just the sticky bombs alone. Now let's give that the additional 400. That's over 1,000 damage you can do as just Demoman with a full clip. Now, as they say, great power comes with great responsibility. And in this case, the downfall is the reloading. With Demo, you're going to have to get used to this because your burst damage is truly burst damage. You're going to have to be out of the fight to reload. And if you don't, you're going to be stuck with your pants down and you're going to die to a sniper, heavy, whatever, when you can't fight back. Now, because you can technically do more damage with your stickies than your pipes, does that mean you should just abandon your pipe, put on the booties or peg leg and just run around with the stickies? No, don't. The pipe launcher is not only good for secondaries when you have a trap and you want to keep it, it's also good because if you're crits, you'll have more damage to output, you won't be caught as, well, frequently without any time to fight back. It's overall a good weapon to use. Don't abandon it, and if you can get good at aiming it, you will become a monster. Another thing I want to note because of the whole burst damage thing is how random crits work. They are not completely random. The way they work is it depends on how much damage you've done very recently. For instance, this is why you'll see a lot of crits coming from classes like Heavy, Scout, and Demoman, and Soldier, because they do damage very consistently. Now, a way I like to think of it is It's like rolling a dice, and you're gambling. And every time you lose, to make you feel better and try and get you to stay and put more money in, they will increase your odds or make it so that you'll have a chance to win more. Now, the reason why this is more important with Demo is because normally his output damage is ridiculously high, but with that, it's even better. With one pipe, you can one-shot every class in the game without overheal. That's 300 damage with just a crit pipe. Put a crit sticky in a pile of normal stickies, and no one can survive it. Even a quick fix Uber can't survive it. That's how insane it is. But it's all just random chance. If only there was a way to guarantee crits that could be easily done by a secondary support class. Oh yeah, the Kritzkrieg exists. When a medic on your team is using Kritzkrieg, now if you don't know medic or play law medic, I'm just going to say this right here, right now. If you have Kritzkrieg on, your best target is the soldier or Demoman because of their burst damage. Because they have a radius to their explosives, they will be able to hit more people and do more damage with the crits, especially Demo. Now, why you should probably crits Demo is if you don't know, this is also very common in Man vs. Machine, and shut up time too if you have a good medic. In Man vs. Machine, normally what you will do is you will take your medic and you will put stickies down by the gate so that you can stop an early boss wave or get a lot of health down on some giant boss monster, So I think that the best way to use this in casual is to put it either by the gates and corners or on the cart if the cart is there. But just make sure that you be able to trigger it within, I would say, the first 2 minutes. Because after that you will lose a whole lot of damage and it just won't be worth it anymore. Okay, last thing before we switch over to Hybrid Knight is aiming your pills and stickies. Because they are projectiles and have an arc, the best way is to lead your target. If you don't know what this means, it's best described as taking your target, seeing where they're moving, check their patterns. If they're strafing, try and aim in the middle of where they are. If they're moving straight forward, you can try and judge it. Now, a fair note, you're going to have to lead your target pretty hard with Demo. Mainly because of his faster projectile and the arc. So, with the stickies, if you are going for an aggressive sticky spam style, which is fair game, every class has something that's not pretty balanced about them, which makes it balanced in my opinion. Everything's super good, that it's balanced, that sort of thing. Where when you lead, think about where your target's going to step, and then when they're about to step on it, then press right mouse. Or if you're good at this, you can just hold right mouse as you do this. But it takes some practice to get used to. Another thing is, I'm just going to quickly touch on the Quickie Bomb Launcher. It is a secondary unlockable for the Demoman, which replaces the Sticky Bomb Launcher. You have 4 stickies in the clip, and I did get this right this time, don't worry. And they have a faster time to activate, and they do less damage, but they are more spammable. I feel like you should not use the Quickie Bomb Launcher. It's not as good as stock, just because you're losing some damage and ammo, and when you put traps down, they just get less effective, because you have less stickies there, and it just curbs your damage, and I just feel like it's not worth using. Unlike the Iron Bomber for stock, but we'll talk about that one later in the Hybrid Knight part of this video. What is the difference between Demoman and Hybrid Knight? The answer is in your melees and secondaries. With normal Demoman, you would either use the stock bottle, reskin, or maybe the axe. In Hybrid Knight, you would use a sword, whether it be the katana, the skull cutter, which is used sometimes, the eyelander, or my personal favorite, the claymore. And in your secondary, instead of a sticky bomb launcher, you use a shield. My personal favorite for a Hybrid Knight is the Tide Turner. Aside from differences in weaponry, there's also a difference in playstyle. With Hybrid Knight, you should be focused on using your pipe launcher and going in for kills with your sword and shield. For instance, I like to use Hybrid Knight as a pip class. I use my pipe launcher for crowds, and when there's a medic, or if there's a sniper spy, someone that I can easily take out with my sword, I will go and kill them with a sword. That way, you can do something with the Tide Turner and the Claymore called the Ping Pong Knight, which is a lot of fun, but ever since they nerfed the Claymore, it takes a lot more effort. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's first talk about different choices for shields. You have 3 choices when it comes to Hybrid Knight. You have the Charge and Targe, which gives you more resistances, and also crits if you time your swing right. The Tide Turner, which allows you to control your charges freely, but only mini crits. and the Splendid Screen, which allows you to do more damage on impact while charging. Now, the difference between the Charge and Charge and the Splendid Screen is resistances. While the Charge and Charge has more resistances, it does less damage, but the Splendid Screen doesn't have as many resistances, but it can do more damage with its charges. The difference between these and the Tide Turner is that with the Tide Turner, you can do something called trimping more easily. Trimping is when you take a ramp incline at an angle, and that sends you flying. It's the same way that going up ramps as a soldier works, where it sends you flying, but takes some practice to do. Contrary to popular belief, it is possible to do with both the Charge and Charge and Splendid Screen. It is just a bit harder because of the stiffer angles. While all three shields are viable on Hybrid Knight, I prefer the Tide Turner. It gives you extra mobility, and because you don't just have a sword, and you also have a pipe launcher, you will be able to output more damage without the crits it cannot provide. All three shields are fun on Hybrid Knight. For instance, the Charge and Charge can be used when you want more resistances, let's say you're dying often. Very good use case in that situation. Also, if there's a lot of pyros, it's the best because it has the most fire resistance. And the Splendid Screen can be used when you are going in more with your sword. It can also be used to crit with your pipe launcher on both the Charge and Charge and Splendid Screen. Now, to crit with your sword using those two, it's a little bit convoluted, but where the charge meter is while you're charging, you will see it'll change from white to green to yellow to red. In green, it means it'll do normal damage. Yellow is mini crit. Red is full crit. You need to wait or learn the timing. It can be a bit difficult to learn, but you'll get there eventually. The Tide Turner can only mini crit, so it doesn't go to red. So, let's talk about the swords. The Half Satuichi also provides full health upon kill. Now, it can be used when you're trying to use your pipe launcher more, but you want your sword as a very viable option. It also does not take health away like the Islander does. The Claymore provides extra charge duration and charge on kill, but the Claymore also has a damage vulnerability while active. And the last up for swords is the Islander, the first one that most people will equip. At a cost of minus 25% health, every head you take, every melee kill specifically, grants you an increase in health and speed up till 4 heads. Now, with the Splendid Screen equipped, it'll also increase the damage of that up to 5 heads, meaning that you can be a monster with the Splendid Screen and Islander. There's another sword, but I'll be covering that in the Demoknight section because it is not viable for Hybrid Knight. At last, we're finally at the last part of this video, the Demoknight, my personal favorite alternate playstyle for any class. Now, you have the shield and the sword, but you also have the booties, which is either the Alibaba's Wee Booties or the Peg Leg. What this does is increases your health and movement speed. This, along with either the Islander's ability to give you more health and speed from heads, the Katana's ability to give you more health from kill, the extra charge from ammo boxes provided by the Persian Persuader, and the Claymore's uselessness on full Demoknight. It's a good sword, I swear, it's just not useful in full Demoknight. Unlike with Hybrid Knight and stock demo, there's not a lot to talk about with Demoknight, because most of the time it comes down to practice, but there are some things I can talk about, so we're going to start right now. With the Charge and Charge and the Splendid Screen, there's not a lot of turning speed with those shields, unlike with the Tide Turner, but along with the slight turning increase the booties provide, you can also use walls to slide along while you're playing it. Now, if you play any other games, particularly Dead by Daylight for example, if you play any Hillbilly doll, you'll know that with Hillbilly you can slide along walls. It's like that, with just more leniency in the angles. That's the best example I have, because it allows you to turn and get some very nice kills. You can also use that, like, 2-4's a good example. The main bridge and the sewers, very useful. Now, another thing you can do is the sword. Now, the hitbox for that is very big. And it also, when you look up and down, the hitbox does also go up and down. It's not like in Doom, where when you shoot, I'm talking about the original, by the way, not 2016 or Eternal, it'll go like a wide path up and down. It'll just be that swing. So with that, just aim up and down too. Don't just aim flat in front of your face. That's how you'll start missing people. Now, I say to play Demoknight, for the first 4 heads, or 6 if you're using the Splendid Screen, if you're playing Islander, that is, I would play more passively, charging in for kills when you can, or like try and get behind them. After that, I would say try and get from like a side. Like ambushes are very good with Demoknight, but if you have the confidence and the team to back you up, a full frontal Demoknight attack from the front is also very, very effective, as long as you know what you're doing. Now, Demoknight surprisingly takes a lot of practice to play, from knowing the movement, trimping, which is possible on full Demoknight. It is easier than Hybrid Knight with the charge and charge or splendid screen because you have the booties, which do give a small increase to charge turning. So with that, I think that we're gonna get into the live part, which will also be changed. It'll be heavily edited, and we'll still show off good lives and some deaths. I'm not trying to paint a one-sided picture. Also, I'm sorry with how long this has taken. There was a heat wave that rolled in, and dear God, I feel like I'm melting and having a heat stroke at the same time. So I'm sorry for that. Hopefully production on new things will be way shorter than this. And I'm going to take a bit of a break from the basics. Don't worry, I'll still be doing things. Probably do all Dead by Daylight or a non-basics TF2 video next week. But that's enough jabbering. I'm going to pass the mic to my live self. Alright, we're at the live segment. Since the last time, I would say I've gotten better at... talking while playing games. Hey there, Demo, don't mind me. Just making a trap. Actually, I think I can just launch... Oh, that's a spy. Yeah, I'm gonna try and switch off what I play every life unless there's like a big sentry nest that I think is gonna be the goal. I think that'll do pretty well. Get over here, boyo. The ride never ends. Oh, you scared me. All the sadness. Ooh, I see someone to the left. He's dead. Oh god. This is a bit of a roll. Let's say I hadn't played in a bit. And slippity slip. This is actually going pretty well, considering I haven't really played. I've only really played Dead by Daylight. I'm on the charge. I am on the charge. I have on the charge. Go to prison. Oh, I thought that was an angle. What? Okay. That's a thing. Yeah, nice try, Spy. Oh. Go to prison. Go to prison. Teach him. Back it. Back it. Yes, hello, Spy. Now I know why they call Thunder Mountain is. So we'll be playing a bit of... This is gonna hurt. Normal Demoknight. Bootlegger and booties are the same, just reskins. I prefer the booties just because I like having one leg. One eye, one leg, I don't know, it just seems fair, man. I think he thinks that kills. If he tries it on me, I will kill myself. I'm gonna pretend like... I wonder if he thinks that he can kill his own team. I love doing that to people who don't, like, haven't even gotten the gibbous yet. Like, that's how new they are, and then they just think that they can kill their own team just because someone use the kill bind. It's amazing. I'll probably put like a 1 week break between this and the next one. Also, I can talk about a couple killers if you want. Like, I'll put like a poll. I'll probably get like 3 people on the poll, but oh well. At least it isn't my mom on the poll this time. Hey there, buddy! How's it going? Ah, shit. You know, I feel like deep down I deserved that. No, I didn't.
Go to prison!
Oh, hello, spy. Not a spy. I really wanted that. I'll go back over to Hibernate because they have a mini there, and we don't like minis. We don't like that. We don't take kindly to your kind around these parts.
Go to prison!
Don't know why he got this. Yeah, I haven't played in a hot minute. I've been playing a lot of Satisfactory, which I just got. I'm playing that with my friend. That's been a lot of fun. Just realized something. I was wrong. And now I'm dead wrong. Shoot that over to MP. Let's see what's over here. Is that... Yep, I don't think I played standard demo since the first life, so I'll play some. Also, if anyone's new to the game and wondering why sometimes my bombs explode in a special cover, it's because of a spell that they got discontinued. I really wish they bring back, called Halloween. It's like pumpkin bomb, pretty much. I need someone to step on the gas, dude. I'll smoke it dead. God, team. Was it worth? Was hitting me with the cleaver really worth it? Hey there, buddy.
Go to prison!
Wait, what? How'd I kill... Who's Delta? Oh, Delta's the pyro! That'd be fun. Getting drunk and playing demo. That'd be fun. Oh, how'd that not hit? I'm out of practice, so I'm switching back over to Demoknight. Honestly, I think getting that hill would have been...
Go to prison!
Come on. Yes.
Go to prison!
You E-boy, you. Because Scout is official E-boy. I see a little girl. What you about, man? Fuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck and I need help. Let's see if this snowboard goes in. Why? Over here. This is where we run. Don't worry. Yeah, fun fact, you remove, I think, all status effects when you charge with the charge and charge display screen, I believe, also the turner, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. Teleport behind you. Hey, Inpost Guy here. We're going to be playing another quick round on Harvest because the rest of this round was not that eventful and overall just kind of boring to watch. Alright, fine. Nucleus. Well, we're doing Nucleus. Well played, Russian.
King Zeus, you're gonna want to look directly behind you.
Ow. He's dead.
Crackhead?
Demo down there, I got a sandwich.
Thank you. Uber Eats, what's your order? Oh, that almost worked. I'm saddened. Oh my god. Uh-oh. I kinda got screwed. So I'm gonna do full Demoknight now. I have he's an epic gamer. Oh, he's dead. What a shock. Oh, fuck.
Crackhead?
Go to prison.
I am on the control point.
Crackhead?
Throw this over here.
Crackhead?
Time to go to prison. Time to go to prison.
Oh my god, 9 heads.
Crackhead?
I am unkillable.
Go to prison.
Bow.
Go to prison.
Bow before the Demoknight. I gotta say, Chief. I'm getting mad. He just got beamed, idiot. This is fucking stupid.
Crackhead?
I'm just gonna kill you.
Go to prison.
Crackhead?
Push him down here. Push him down. Put him down to the sharks.
Go to prison.
Wait a minute. Let's go to spy. No, I can hear the force, which he has. He's a force user. Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
Go to prison.
No. Who said you could leave my guts? Damn it. What the?
Got you, medic. Don't you worry.
Okay, I just totally
This
potatoed
guy
them.
down here, he's gonna fucking run and kill him.
Let's go. Dude, that's PowerPoint. Damn, bro, let's go. It's on a PowerPoint, dog. Yoink.
They got a sweat fire.
Oh, you mean the Miami Knights one? I got him.
I got the med. Alrighty.
He's already done.
Sorry to steal your thunder there, Fly. Demo
Thank you.
was a fucking sandwich.
Thank you.
Alright, all their threats are gone.
Crackhead?
Scout, did anyone ever tell you that you were a laggy motherfucker?
He's on a bit of a PowerPoint. Don't make fun of him.
I'm not like making fun of him because he's lagging. It's funny.
He's lagging because I'm making fun of him. There's a difference.
That's not what I said, but yeah, sure.
Let me have this. Let me have this. That's fucking...
Crackhead?
I'm gonna just get out of here before that free-to-play sniper gets a random crit.
Hey, making the great escape. Souls demos after.
Crackhead?
Go to prison.
Now we are all sons of bitches.
Oh, I was just a bit too late.
On the night you were never on time. This is good. I'm gonna go back to Demoknight.
I caused him to blow himself up.
You have to live with that now. I hope you're aware of that. Wow. So that'll be it. As stated earlier, I'll be taking a small break from the basics, but I'll be back in about 2 weeks to do another one. In the meantime, if you want me to talk about a killer, or maybe just want some more flat gameplay, then just tell me. I'll probably put a poll up for killers that I can do. So if you enjoyed this, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.